C2 class 2, right? Features, we'll see one by one. Small introductory part, small sentence. Why it's simple, why you can see it's a simple. Okay, simple means what? It is easy to write. So we are learning the before 50 years old प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज. ठीक है, तो उस टाइम पे वो फर्स्ट प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज थी, उनके आगे कोई लैंग्वेज नहीं थी. उसके बाद धीरे धीरे न्यू लैंग्वेज आती गई, तो उस टाइम पे हम बोलते थे कि इट्स द मोस्ट पावरफुल फीचर्स. सो वेब डिज़ाइनिंग के पहले, वेब इंट्रोड्यूस होने के पहले सॉफ्टवेयर इंट्रोड्यूस हो गए थे, software developments that is run on the single computer. After that, a web development started from 90s, 1991s. So the C is used for mostly for hardwares. In the hardware, or you can say in the application development also. Okay, so the simple means C is a simple programming language. So easily you can write, and it has some structure approach, so that we can break the part, break the problems into the small part. Okay, so this statement I am going to write. C is a simple language. Nowadays we can also say Python is a simple language, because its syntax is look like as a English statement. Okay, we are learning the 50-year-old programming language. Okay, C is a simple language in the sense means what? It provides structure approach. It's provide a structure approach. Because see here, how we can write this program? जैसे हम लिखते हैं, wait, main function. The execution of the C program is always start from the main function. Then we can write here the some block of code, or you can say the statements. We can write statement 1, statement 2. Again we can use here the block. Okay, we can use here the block, right? It's depend on you how many blocks you want to use. Okay, statement 2, that is also things means these problems were divided into the part. This is one part. Okay, we can use again this one part. We can write in this block, this block, this block, this block, right? These are the some parts. So it's a structural. Then you can say that is what it is, structural. That means we can say it is structure approach. So the C is a simple language in the sense that it provide a structure approach. So you can write in the code like as a structure approach. Means in this bracket I am writing here, to break the problems into parts. Again, C is a simple for what? It has a rich library. Library functions are there. If you want to find the logarithm, log to the base 10 or anything, if you want to find a log of 20, so it is difficult to find. Okay, so we have the directly function log of 20, means you can take here n, and n may be anything. So suppose I am considering n is equal to 50, so log of 50 I want to find. Okay, so there is a one direct function, means log of 50. Okay, so you can store in any variable, right? So to use this function, we have the library. What is that? This function is available in which library? Math.h library. Okay, this is what library, math.h. If you not include this file, if you not include this library, so you will get error here. Okay, you will get error here. So you must to include this library because this function is available in the this library, right? Also, if you want to find the sine, cosine, okay, anything. If you want to find the power, means I want to find 5 to the power 10. Okay, 5 to the power 10. You can find the square. Okay, you can find a cube. So you can write here. So this POW, it makes it very easy because this the predefined functions are available. In which library? Math library. You know, embedded स्टूडेंट्स मीन्स जो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स वाले स्टूडेंट्स है जो एम्बेडेड सिस्टम का यूज़ करना चाहते हैं, सो इन द सी यूजिंग द सी लैंग्वेज वी हैव देयर embed.h. We have to include their embed.h. Okay, that is header file. So C provides such a big libraries. Okay, so that makes it development makes easy. So that's why I'm writing here that point. And reach a set of library functions. Rich set of library functions and data types, etc. Okay, because we have the data types, so which type of data that will be represent and we are going to store that one. That's why we can say it's a simple programming language. So these are the features. Next one is what? Machine independent, or you can say the portable. So once you written the code in the C language for the machine or any machine, so without changing the without doing any some changes, we can use this code in other machine also, other type of hardware also. So that means we can say C is a portable, C is a machine independent, it's not depend on the machine. So अभी हमने एक मशीन यूज़ की है, उसमें अगर C का कोड यूज़ किया है, वही C का कोड अगर हमको दूसरे टाइप का आर्किटेक्चर मशीन है उसमें भी हम यूज़ कर सकते हैं. Okay, so it's not depend on the machine, it's not depend on the hardware. Okay, machine independent and platform dependent and independent, don't get confused here. Platform independent and platform dependent, independent and dependent. Platform means operating system, platform means operating system. Okay, C and C++ are platform dependent, C++ are platform dependent. Interview ask question. Okay, C++ are platform dependent or independent, machine independent or dependent. Okay, so these are the interview ask question. Also the if you are preparing here CCAT, okay, CDAC cat, so there may be the section if you are belong to, if you are belong to the computer and IT field, so we need to go for the all these session, all these sections. Okay, if you are belong to only mechanical, electrical, another department, that is very easy to crack the CET. So then one section is removed from you. Okay, in the one section we'll get aptitude, general aptitude, reasoning, and in the other sections we'll get the easiest question from C, C++, and DS. That's it. Okay, this technical one technical is removed, and if you are from the computer background, so you will get operating system, then computer architecture organization, CAO, computer architecture organization, such type of questions you will get in CDAC examination. So if you're from the electrical mechanical department, no issue. Okay, C++ only, and general aptitude here, English वगैरह जो भी है, so it is very easy. And in this CDAC examination, C++ that is enough. जो हम पढ़ रहे हैं उसी में आप इतना बहुत सारा मार्क्स ले सकते हैं. ओके, बहुत सारे मार्क्स ले सकते हैं इसमें क्योंकि बहुत थोड़े बेसिक टाइप के क्वेश्चंस रहते हैं वो. ओके, सो यही टाइप के ऐसे क्वेश्चंस पूछते हैं। सी प्लस प्लेटफॉर्म इंडिपेंडेंट और डिपेंडेंट? सी प्लस प्लस आर द प्लेटफॉर्म डिपेंडेंट. Platform means operating system. Okay, platform means operating system. Why it is dependent? If you are using Windows, if you are using Windows and you are compiling the C file, file name dot c, what is going to be happen? Dot file name dot exe file will be create. File name dot exe file will be create. Okay, that file not run on Unix या फिर Linux ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम. ओके, आपका क्लाइंट है, उनको सी में कोड करके देना है, एक फाइल बना के देना है, प्रोजेक्ट बना के देना है, और आपके पास विंडोज़ ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है और क्लाइंट के पास अगर लिनक्स या फिर यूनिक्स ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है, तो ये जो सी का फाइल कोड है वो exe फाइल क्रिएट हो गई, ये फाइल हम यूनिक्स और लिनक्स में नहीं लेके जा सकते. ठीक है, वो यहाँ पे रन नहीं होंगी है. इसका मतलब सी लैंग्वेज और सी प्लस प्लस प्लेटफॉर्म डिपेंडेंट है, दैट इज़ डिपेंड ऑन द ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम. अगर वो विंडोज़ में है तो क्लाइंट के पास भी विंडो ही चाहिए. अगर आपने लिनक्स पे रन किया तो .lib file will be created in the C language, in the Linux operating system. So that lib file will not run on the Unix operating system. If you have this operating system, suppose you are using this operating system and you are creating here .c file, then here .obj and that .lib file will be created, library file. So this file can't run on, not run on Windows OS. Okay, this can't run on this Windows OS, means it is fail. That means I am using another operating system and you are using the another operating system, because I have developed the application जिसमें मैं ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम यूज़ कर रहा हूँ उसमें डेवलप किया, और आपके पास अगर ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम दूसरी है, सो मेरे यूज़र कम हो गए, राइट, मेरा फ्लो कम हो गया. इसका मतलब मुझे ऐसा लैंग्वेज में और ये एप्लीकेशन बनानी है जो के पास कोई भी आप ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम क्यों ना यूज़ किए तो भी वो एबल टू यूज़ वर्क होना चाहिए. So then we are need to go for the platform independent programming language. Okay, so C++ platform dependent programming language, but it is on the machine independent programming language. Okay, so Java is a platform independent, right? So this is a difference, platform dependent and platform independent. And Java is what? Platform independent. Python, Java, these are a platform independent programming language. Okay, so it's not depend on the platform. Python is also a platform independent. Whether you are, आपका क्लाइंट कोई भी ओएस क्यों ना यूज़ करो, चाहे विंडोज़ यूज़ करो कोई भी, ये प्रोग्राम हर ओएस पे रन होगा. दैट इज़ नोन एज प्लेटफॉर्म इंडिपेंडेंट. इट्स नॉट डिपेंड ऑन द ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम. बट सी एंड सी प्लस प्लस आर द प्लेटफॉर्म dependent, but they are machine independent. Okay, so this is some additional knowledge, right? So machine independent means portable, easy to carry. So C code we can easy to carry different hardware also without changing something. Okay, so unlike assembly programming language, assembling programming language are machine dependent. Do you know assembly programming language? If you want to use in the computer, so you can use the TASM. Okay, TASM name of software. You can use their assembly programming language. So you can use the register here like this. कैसे लिखते हैं हम register? A B then add. Okay, AX and BX something, है ना, AX BX ऐसे कुछ रजिस्टर लिखते हैं ना आप, उसमें कुछ वैल्यू होल्ड करते हैं. मशीन प्रोग्रामिंग, देन ऐड आप, ठीक है, ऐड AX कॉमा BX. ओके, जो माइक्रो कंट्रोलर माइक्रो प्रोसेसर पढ़ते हैं उनको अच्छा नॉलेज होगा इसका. ओके, सो ऐड अप, इट्स अ असेंबली प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज. सो वी कैन एंटर द कोड इनटू द माइक्रो कंट्रोलर और माइक्रो प्रोसेसर, हम कोड एंटर करते हैं. या फिर दूसरा वे है कि कंप्यूटर में टासम नाम का सॉफ्टवेयर डाउनलोड कर लीजिए और यहाँ पे आप असेंबली कोड रन कर सकते हैं. सो द असेंबली कोड इज प्लेटफॉर्म, सॉरी, मशीन डिपेंडेंट कोड. Okay, it's a dependent code, right? So unlike assembly language, C program can be executed on different machine. Specify changes, specifying something changes, okay. Therefore, C is a machine independent programming language. Machine independent language. Okay. It's a portable, easy to carry. Okay. Next feature is what? Middle level programming language. C is the middle level. It is act as a middle level. Middle level means it is also low level. It is also the high level. It is used for to build a low level application. Also, it is used for to build a high level application. What is the high level and low level applications? सो लो लेवल एप्लीकेशन मीन्स जो हार्डवेयर के साथ इंटरैक्ट करते हैं, दैट इज़ इंटरैक्ट विद द हार्डवेयर्स, मीन्स मशीन के साथ इंटरैक्टिंग विद हार्डवेयर, जो हार्डवेयर में हम कोड करते हैं। जैसे ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है, हम इंस्टॉल करते हैं तो हार्डवेयर के साथ इंटरैक्ट करते हैं, हार्डवेयर के साथ मतलब इंस्टॉल होते हैं, फिर हमारे पास यूज़र को इंटरफेस प्रोवाइड करते हैं, राइट। लो लेवल एप्लीकेशंस मीन्स कर्नल, that is a core part of operating system. We can say the kernel, okay, that is a core part of operating system. So low level, uh, C is a low level. So using the low level, what is developed? That is operating system is developed. Which one is Unix operating system? And high level, in high level you, so using the C language you can create any application. So हाई लेवल एप्लीकेशन डेवलप करने के लिए भी हम सी लैंग्वेज का यूज़ कर किए थे लास्ट उस टाइम पे। Okay, nowadays we are using the web application. So high level application means standalone applications they are developed. Okay, तो बिलिंग सॉफ्टवेयर इन द सी में बिलिंग सॉफ्टवेयर भी डेवलप करते हैं। जैसे वो इंकजेट प्रिंटर रहता था पहले, ऐसा आवाज़ करते किक 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 ऐसे, या फिर हम रेलवे रिजर्वेशन काउंटर पे जाते हैं तो पुराने टाइम पे वो एक सॉफ्टवेयर यूज़ करते थे उस टाइम पे। अभी तो आईआरसीटीसी की साइट ही यूज़ करते हैं, तो उसमें ब्लैक स्क्रीन विंडो की साइट रहती थी और उसमें आवाज़ करने वाली मशीन प्रिंटर रहता है। तो जैसे वो जो डॉटेड डॉटेड लाइन आता है ना, जैसे डॉटेड डॉटेड ऐसे लिख के आता है, फिर आपका बिल देखो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का, वहाँ पे जो प्रिंट होता है डॉट 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 मैट्रिक्स प्रिंटर रहते हैं वो। सो इसका इंटरफेस अच्छा रहता है, तो उसमें सी प्लस प्लस में कोड किए वाले रहते हो। ठीक है, उसी सी प्लस प्लस में कोड पहले के टाइम पे वही यूज़ होते थे, तो उसको हम बोलेंगे हाई लेवल एप्लीकेशन। फिर अभी कैसा है, वीबी आने के बाद, वीबी से होने के बाद जीयूआई में चालू हो गए, फिर जावा आ गया, जावा होने के बाद सिर्फ वेब एप्लीकेशन में स्टार्ट हो गई है। तो सी का यूज़ हाई लेवल एप्लीकेशन बिलिंग सॉफ्टवेयर्स वगैरह बनाने के काम में आता है। सी के कुछ कोड है, वो भी मैं आपको शो करूँगा एज अ प्रोजेक्ट लेवल के लिए। ठीक है, सी में स्मॉल स्मॉल कोड मैं आपको शो करूँगा, जो छोटे 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 एप्लीकेशन बनाए हैं, जैसे बिलिंग वगैरह, बिलिंग का कैलकुलेशंस वगैरह वो भी है। सो दैट इज़ अ हाई लेवल एप्लीकेशन। एंड लो लेवल मीन्स हार्डवेयर के साथ इंटरेक्ट करने के लिए एप्लीकेशन हम डेवलप करते हैं, उसको लो लेवल बोलते हैं। सो सी इज़ यूज फॉर बोथ high level and low level application. High level, that is understand by the user, low level, that is understand by the machine code. Okay, so that's why C language is the middle level programming language, so we can use the both. So although C is intended to do low level as well as high level. Okay, that is intended for to do the low level programming. Yes. सो लो लेवल प्रोग्रामिंग का यूज़ किस लिए किया था? ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम डेवलप करने के लिए। सो इट इज़ used to develop the core part of operating system. Okay, system application you can say, that is used to, it is used to develop the system application. System application such as kernel. So this word is used. So sometimes इसमें कुछ एप्टी में वगैरह सी के एप्टी में ऐसे वर्ड वगैरह आ जाता है. कर्नल कर्नल कुछ नहीं है, जस्ट अ कोर पार्ट ऑफ ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम. इट्स अ कोर पार्ट. कर्नल इज नथिंग बट द ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम. ओके, core part of OS, operating system, core part of OS, that is used for creating the drivers, utilities. ओके, छोटे छोटे ड्राइवर्स क्रिएट करना. और हाई लेवल मतलब that used for creating the application. So it also support the feature of a high level language. That's why we can say it is known as mid level programming language. It is known as mid level programming language. Okay, so sometimes we'll ask in interview, C is a middle level programming language. Why it is called the middle level programming language? Because in C we are going to develop, we can do the low level programming as well as high level programming. Then immediately they will ask what is low level programming and what is high level programming. So low level programming is the programming that is used to develop the system applications, means that is used in the hardwares. Okay, so the high level programming that is used to develop the applications, high level application that is user understanding applications. Okay, so C is a middle level programming language. It acts as a middle. C++ also the same thing. Whatever the features are in C, that are same features on the C++. That is additional features is classes and object. Now next one is fourth feature. It's a structural programming language. So already we've seen structural means what? The problems are divided into the parts, so it will be easy to understand. Structured programming language, it's have the some structural syntax. Okay, python को syntax proper नहीं है, वो indentation के ऊपर ही है. So open and close, okay, the block, the code you can write in this block, like this block. But in python we don't have the such blocks. Okay, if लिखना है तो if में हम ऐसे कंडीशन नहीं लिखते हैं जैसे हम सी में लिखते हैं, है ना, ऐसे right. So indentation is there, then you can write something here. Okay, but we have not used a block in C. How can write? We use here the some block, right? Open curly bracket, close curly bracket, that is called the blocks. If you not use the block in the C, we can say that is an error. It will produce an error. It means that the blocks are important. This block, we can say that is a structural part. Okay, that type of structure means it says यहाँ से यहाँ तक दूसरा ब्लॉक है, यहाँ से यहाँ तक दूसरा ब्लॉक है. So you can write in the else like this way. So it's a structural part. So you can easily understand which block, कौन से block में क्या है. Okay, so you can say that is what, it's a structural program. Okay, the same thing. C is a structural programming language. In the sense that we can break the part, or we can break the program into the parts. Using functions. Now see here how we can break the part into the function. Suppose I want to make one application For addition subtraction, consider calculator. I'm taking the 4 operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So 4 operations are there. Suppose consider the 4 operations. So I have given the 4 function, okay, for performing a separate 4 operations, right? So here what I am going to do here, I am using one function, so I am writing here the code for addition. Okay, so just I am going to write here return, that returning the value of a plus b or whatever. You can pass here arguments, no problem. What is argument, what is formal parameter, we will see in the function, don't worry. Okay, so just understand the concept here. Now the program is divided into the part. Okay, let us see, the program is divided into the part, this small part, using the function. Okay, using the function I have divided here. Okay, division, multiplication and division. So now, yes, okay, so we can write here main function also, no problem. Okay, because this is not the top to bottom bottom to up approach, क्योंकि इसमें classes नहीं है, ये functions है. Observe carefully, these are the functions, not a classes. Okay, ये classes नहीं है, ये functions है. So that means it is not a bottom to up. Bottom to up नहीं है, ये top to bottom ही है. So because हम यहाँ पे ऑब्जेक्ट नहीं क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, हम यहाँ पे फंक्शन को कॉल कर रहे हैं डायरेक्टली. ओके, मल फंक्शन को कॉल, तो मल फंक्शन को कॉल जाएगा. ओके, सो बाय पासिंग द आर्गुमेंट्स और सिंपली एनीवेयर यू कैन राइट इनसाइड द मेन आल्सो, नो प्रॉब्लम. ठीक है, so just main, inside the main you can write this code. Okay, definition, yes, definition, then you can call. This is ये हो गया, हमने उसका कोड लिखा है. अगर आपको कॉल करना है, so how can call, सिंपल थिंग, ये कोड लिखा, ऐड ऑफ दिस, ओके, सेमी कॉलन, ये कॉल चला गया. ठीक है, अब ऐड फंक्शन पे गया. सो आवर कॉन्सेप्ट इज दैट हियर एप्लीकेशन हमको डेवलप करना है कि जिसमें मुझे कैलकुलेटर यूज़ करना है. तो देर आर सम फंक्शंस आर देयर, तो दिस फंक्शंस आर डिवाइडेड इनटू द सम पार्ट्स. ओके, सेपरेट पार्ट, हमने इसको डिवाइड किया है सेपरेट पार्ट में, दैट इज ओके. Okay, that's why we can say it's a structural programming language. We can break the program into the parts using the function. Yes, definitely. Without using the function you can use, no problem. किसी किसी को हमको functions का use ही नहीं करना है, डायरेक्ट addition subtraction करना है, you can also go for this, no problem. Okay, so this is the way we can uh, divide the program into the parts. So that's why you can say it's a structured programming language. And the word is come here, that is what function. So what is the use of function? So function is provide code reusability. So this is important question, एप्टी में ऐसे क्वेश्चन आएंगे कि what is use of function. So function also provides the code reusability. Okay, what is reusability? Suppose वी हैव रिटर्न वन फंक्शन. देखो, अगर हमको एक प्रोग्राम लिखना है छोटा सा टू जनरेट ओ टी पी, और देयर आर द 10 एम्प्लॉयज़ हियर, 10 लोग हैं और उनको सबको ज़रूरत है कि ओ टी पी का कोड लिखने की टू जनरेट द ओ टी पी. सो वी हैव टू राइट हाउ टू जनरेट द ओ टी पी फंक्शन. ओ टी पी जनरेट करने के लिए कोड लिखना है. सबको टाइम लग रहा है 30 मिनट. ओके, 10 लोग हैं तो 3000 मिनट्स इतना टाइम लग रहा है. ठीक है, 6 पंचतीस, ओके, 50 आवर्स, 5 to 10 आवर्स जा रहा है टाइम. ओके, 5 आवर्स टाइम जा रहा है. So what to do, the project manager is what going to do, the project manager that create one OTP function. Okay, he will write one code for to generate the OTP, something I am writing here. ये code मैंने generate किया है. So in that project we can use this function. Anyone can use. 10 लोग project पे work कर रहे हैं. He can also use. Employee 2 employee 3 also use. How we can use? कैसे यूज़ करेगा वो कि हमको वो लाइब्रेरी फंक्शन यूज़ करना है जो हमने प्री डिफाइन किया है. प्री डिफाइन नहीं है, सॉरी, यूज़र डिफाइन है. हमने डिफाइन किया है फंक्शन उसको, और एक बार ही हमने कोड लिखा है इस फंक्शन का, और आप बार बार उसको यूज़ कर सकते हो इन द प्रोजेक्ट. सिर्फ बाकी यूज़ नहीं कर सकते, हमने क्रिएट किया है. जैसे इन्फोसिस से उन्होंने अपने लिए कुछ सॉफ्टवेयर बना के रखे हैं, उनके सॉफ्टवेयर हमने यूज़ कर सकते हैं. वो कौन यूज़ करते हैं. वैसे ये है कि हमने एक OTP का फंक्शन यूज़ किया है, और मेरे जितने भी 10 एम्प्लॉय है उनको यूज़ करना है. सो सिंपली ये कोड यूज़ करेंगे, मतलब ये फंक्शन को यहाँ पे लिखेंगे और यहाँ से फंक्शन का कॉल मेरे पे जाएगा जिसने मैंने यूज़ किया है, मैंने क्रिएट किया है. प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर ने उसको फंक्शन डेफिनेशन यहाँ पे लिखी है. कॉल यहाँ से करेंगे, कॉल यहाँ पे आएगा. ओके, कॉल यहाँ से करेंगे, यहाँ पे आएगा. सो वी आर गोइंग टू रीयूज दैट फंक्शन, दैट इज नोन एज कोड रीयूजेबिलिटी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई एम टेकिंग वन फंक्शन addition. Okay, addition name of function, and using here integer n comma int, b parameters are there. Okay, it's a n1 and it's a n2, having the parameters, and I'm passing here the arguments. Okay, return n1 plus n2. It's return the n1 plus n2. So addition is going to be written. It's not a predefined function. Now come to the main function. Okay, I'm calling from the main function. How we can call addition? We are not creating the classes and object. Okay, so I am passing by the arguments 10 and 20, right? So when you write here the addition 10 and 20, it's definitely that is called to the here, because both are the integer number, so it will call will go to the here. Okay, so here argument are passing, so what will become here, n1 become a 10 and n2 is become a 20. So we will get here the value, that is what that will return the 30. So that's why the function is returning the 30. So result is equal to addition something. So the value is storing here in 30. 30 is value storing in which variable? Res variable, result variable. Okay, no, I'm interested for taking the addition of other functions. Okay, so now I am going to reuse this function. Okay, that is a reuse. बार बार मैं यूज कर रहा हूँ. I am reuse because my requirement is changed now. Okay, I want to do the addition for different number. Okay, again it will be work and it will give the different output. It will produce a different output. Okay, so we are recalling, reusing this function. कितने बार लिखा हमने फंक्शन? एक ही बार. फंक्शन को एक ही बार लिखना, कॉल हम बार बार यूज़ करेंगे. सो जिस फंक्शन को आपको आपके प्रोजेक्ट में बार बार यूज़ करना है, आप उस फंक्शन लिख लीजिए और यहाँ पे आपको उसका कोड लिख लीजिए. देन यू कैन रिकॉल दैट फंक्शन. दैट इज नोन एज अ कोड रीयूजेबिलिटी. मोस्टली आस्क्ड क्वेश्चन इन इंटरव्यू, व्हाट इज द कोड रीयूजेबिलिटी. सो इनहेरिटेंस कॉन्सेप्ट में ये आते हैं. So once you declare this function, we can use many more times, but this is not a predefined function. Predefined functions कौन से है? एडिशन और सब्सट्रैक्शन के प्रीडिफाइंड फंक्शन है ही नहीं है. ठीक है, बिल्कुल नहीं है. सिर्फ हमारे पास प्रीडिफाइंड फंक्शन कौन से हैं? पावर है, POW, SQRT है. ठीक है, ये मैथ डॉट्स में अवेलेबल है. साइन है, कोसाइन है, दीज आर द प्रीडिफाइंड फंक्शंस. बट हमको यूजर डिफाइंड फंक्शन चाहिए, हमने डिफाइन किए वाले. सो यू कैन गो फॉर लाइक दिस. Okay, that is known as code reusability. So functions are provide code reusability. Okay, बार बार हम उस फंक्शन को यूज़ कर सकते हैं. वंस यू आपको फंक्शन एक ही बार लिखना है और उसको हम बार बार यूज़ कर सकते हैं. As per the project requirement they are going to use. Okay, so then rich library. Yes, of course, have the rich library. Predefined functions are there. So C provides a lot of built-in functions that makes development fast and easy. Okay, next is memory management. So C language provide memory management, dynamic memory allocations. So free function is there to allocate the free memory allocation. Okay. So C language is also provided dynamic memory allocation. Dynamic memory allocation means what? कीबोर्ड से वैल्यू लेना, अगर आपने एक मेमोरी असाइन कर चुके हो एक वेरिएबल को, समटाइम्स इंटीजर है तो 2 बाइट है, उसकी अगर साइज़ बढ़ानी है तो डेटा टाइप्स की साइज़ नहीं बढ़ा सकते, लेकिन उसके जो स्टोरेज है वो हम बढ़ा सकते हैं। तो उसका स्टोरेज कम है तो इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं। सो डायनामिक मेमोरी अलोकेशंस हम प्रोवाइड करते हैं यूजिंग द फ्री फंक्शंस। ओके, फ्री फंक्शन इज देयर that is provide the memory allocations. So it's provide a dynamic memory allocation, but it's not a dynamic programming language. Okay, there are two types of programming language, that is a static programming language and dynamic programming language. So I will explain, don't worry. It supports the features of dynamic memory allocation in C language. So हम freely memory allocate कर सकते हैं using the free. We can free to allocate memory at any time by calling the free function. Okay, by calling these free functions, right? So free functions use किया जाता है free allocation memory allocation करने के लिए. So there are the two types of programming language. Now see here, first important thing, static programming language. It's a important points I am going to discuss now. Okay, ये जो मैं ले रहा हूँ ये important point है as a part of interview. There are two types of programming language. It's static programming language, that is a dynamic programming language. So जो प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज में हम डेटा टाइप यूज़ करते हैं उसको बोलते हैं हम स्टैटिक प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज. We must need to specify the data types. That is what static programming language, etc. Dynamic programming language, we don't require to specify the data type. JavaScript, okay, PHP. No need to require data types. For example, C में हमको हमेशा रोल नंबर लेना है स्टूडेंट का, वो हमेशा इंटीजर रहता है, चलो पॉइंट में नहीं रहता तो हमको यहाँ पे INT लिखना पड़ता है. ओके, पाइथन में ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. नो रिक्वायर्ड टू राइट डेटा टाइप्स. ओके, डेटा टाइप required, here required data type, here data type is not required, here data type is not required. Okay, data type is not required. C1 Python, this is Python command interpreter. A is equal to 10. I want to print here, print A will be printed. If you want to check here what is the type of A, it's showing class, that is what INT, not required data type. A is equal to Gunwant, my name I am writing, the type of A is what? Class is str. Okay, A is equal to something points writing, automatically this compiler is taking, what is that? Class is float. Okay, this type of programming language is known as dynamic typed programming language. Dynamically typed programming, it's a Python dynamically typed programming language. And the C, we must require C++ Java, we must require the data type, otherwise you will get an error. Okay, otherwise you will get an error. Suppose C, I am just opening here Turbo C++. New, then I am going to write here hash include the preprocessor command. stdio.test standard input.h. Okay, this structure I will explain, don't worry. ये मैं सब आपको एक्सप्लेन करूंगा, डोंट वरी. वाइड मेन क्यों लिखा जाता है, मेन क्यों लिखा, ये सब मैं एक्सप्लेन करूंगा. Just understand here what is static and dynamic. So integer n I am writing here. Suppose n is equal to 10. Statically मैं value दे रहा हूँ. Print f function that is used to print the value. It's an integer, so that's why I'm going to use here %d, and I'm writing here n. What is the value of n is 10. Okay, so to get the instant input output, I'm writing here get ch. Save this file. I am going to save this file c1.c. Okay, now I want to execute this file. See, the output is 10 is printed. Once again I am going to run, 10 is printed. Once again I am going to run, 10 is printed. So for that purpose I am going to use here clr scr to clear the output screen. That means it's only give the current output. Okay, it's only give the current output, that's it. Now I want to remove this int. Okay, save this. Again I am going to run this. See, it's showing an error. One error is there. Okay, what is that error? Undefined symbol n. Undefined symbol n, that is the error of data type. Okay, so we must require to declare the data type. That is what statical type programming language. C, C++, Java में data type mention करना जरूरी है, right? So here data type is not required in Python, JavaScript, PHP, but here the data types are required. So that's why static typed of programming language, we can say it's a static typed dynamic typed programming language. Okay, static typed, this type of दो type के programming language है, statically typed programming language. Okay, statically typed, I can say statically typed and dynamically typed. Now this is okay. Statically typed programming language and dynamically typed programming language. Okay, so data types are required and here data types are not required. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Next one is speed is fast. Okay. About the speed, fast speed. Fraction of second में execute run करता है, compile करता है. Compilation is different, execution is different. Compile करना और run करना और different है. Whenever we are going to start first how to write the first program in C, जब मैं पहला प्रोग्राम कैसा लिखेंगे, कैसा सेव करेंगे, कैसे लिखेंगे, कैसे एग्जीक्यूट करेंगे, कैसे रन करेंगे, कंपाइल कैसे करेंगे, उस टाइम पे मैं आपको बताऊंगा व्हाट इज़ कंपाइलेशन. ओके, व्हाट इज़ इंटरप्रेटर, कंपाइलेशन मीन्स एग्जीक्यूशन क्या है. ओके, दिस प्रोसेस हाउ टू एक्सप्लेन टू द इंटरव्यूअर, आपको इंटरव्यूअर को कैसे एक्सप्लेन करना है. व्हाट इज़ द, कभी हमको बोलते हैं कि हाँ व्हाट इज़ द कंपाइलेशन, हाँ बोलते हैं जस्ट फाइंडिंग द एरर्स, बट इट्स नॉट फाइंडिंग द एरर, मतलब ये हो गया हाफ पोर्शन, राइट, इट्स अ हाफ पोर्शन. But if there are no error in this program, then what will be happen? Something will be done now. Okay, so how to explain this? So byte code conversion. Okay, machine code में code convert होता है, right? So ये आपको proper way में कैसे explain करना है मैं आपको आगे बताऊंगा, don't worry. So now the speed, this compilation process is very fast. Okay, so that's why I'm going to write here within the fraction of second. No need to take more time for the compilation. Okay, compilation time, compilation and execution. Okay, compilation, execution, compilation and execution time of C language is fast, since there are lesser inbuilt function. इनबिल्ट फंक्शन कम है, लाइब्रेरी ज़्यादा है. ओके, हैंस द लेसर ओवरहेड, ओके, ओवरहेड, lesser overhead. So in Python, third party library, 130 library support in the Python programming. Python programming is small, but they have developed a lot of libraries and third party libraries are there. So that's why Python is going to become a more popular nowadays. So see, Python is also developed from the C. Now Pointer concept are here, additional concept added. That is what about the pointers. That is a memory management also. Pointers are deal with the memory. In C, C provides the features of pointer. C provides the features of pointer. We have the special chapter on pointers. Okay, उसमें हम पूरा डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे. C provides the features of pointer. We can directly we can directly interact with the memory by using pointers. We can directly interact with the memory using the pointer. So we can use the pointer. हम यूज़ करते हैं स्ट्रक्चर के लिए, फंक्शंस के लिए. सो हम फंक्शन और स्ट्रक्चर को एक्सेस करना है तो पॉइंटर से भी हम एक्सेस कर सकते हैं. सो वी कैन यूज़ pointers for memory structures, functions, comma, array, etc. Array is a separate chapter, function is also the separate chapter. Pointer is having the separate chapter, structure having the separate chapter, function we have also the separate chapters, and array also we have the separate chapter. Okay, हम पूरे डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे, don't worry. So the structure pointer provides, we can, by using the pointers we can access array elements, we can access the structure, we can access the functions also. The pointer is what? Pointer is the variable which will store the address of another variable. So how you can denote? Pointer variable having the integer type and asterisk p is there. So it's a name of pointer, and p is equal to, suppose I am writing here ampersand of n, means address of n. N is the variable. Okay, n is equal to 10, suppose. So pointer is the variable which store the address of another variable. So if you want to print here, okay, so asterisk p that gives here 10. If you want to print p, okay, if you want to print f, okay, अगर आपको ये print करेंगे asterisk p, so it will be print this. And if you want to print here the p, so it will give the memory address something. Okay, something memory address will be print. So if you want to see the output, yes, if you are interested, I will directly, right now I am going to show. Okay, see here n is equal to something 10. I want to print the address of n variable. Okay, so here you can use %u. If you want to print the address in hexadecimal, you can use %x. First of all, I am going to show you the address of n. Okay, so I am going to write here address of n in the hexadecimal format. In which format? Hexadecimal format. Okay, n is 10. So integer. See, n इज इक्वल टू 10 है और हम क्या प्रिंट करने वाले हैं? एड्रेस प्रिंट करने वाले हैं. ओके, सो जस्ट एड्रेस. व्हेन वी डिक्लेयर द एनी वेरिएबल, it has some address, memory address. In that address, this value is going to be stored. Okay, what is the hexadecimal address? F triple F4 is the hexadecimal address. Okay, in this address, the value of n, ये किसका एड्रेस है? n का एड्रेस है. That is store the 10. Okay, can you tell me if I change this value? If I change this value, if I change this value, okay, sorry. So if I change this value, this address will be changed or the address will be same? It will remain the same or it will be changed? Yes, can you tell me? अभी 10 था n की वैल्यू, तो एड्रेस था 444. If I change the value of n, so address will be changes or it will remain same? Yes. Yes, anyone? Yes, you can do chat now. Okay, so we can message here, no problem. Value will be same, address will be same if I change this value or different. So what? Yes, address same. Yes, so address will be same. Okay, because this is the address of variable, right? It's the address of variable. Now check triple F4. Yes, I want to change this value 100, 1000. Now address will be the same triple F4. I want to print this address in the form of decimal number. So you can use your percent u and this क्या बोलते हैं उसको unsigned integer. Okay, x22 x5524. If you use the percent p also same will be printed. Okay, percent p capital में बता रहा है वो. So if you want to print the address, we have the some formatted output. So percent p is there. ठीक है, परसेंट p है, कॉमा percent u is there. Okay, then percent x is there, that print in the hexadecimal. Address is going to be print in the hexadecimal format. Okay, so these are the options we have. So once you declare the any variable, we have declared the any variable, so address will be allocated for them. So by using the address, we are going to uh, manipulate. Okay, we are going to do the some calculations, right? So n is equal to 10. I am writing here, can print here the suppose address of n is this. Okay, so I'm using here something a pointer variable, so I'm using here asterisk p is a pointer variable and it will store the address of another variable. Okay, ampersand of n. Now I want to print here. Okay, so now I want to print here, I'm giving here just address of n is equal to something. Okay, backslash n I am going to use for the new line. So I want to print here this value. So what is the use of pointer? Now see carefully. So value is equal to whatever you are going to write in the double quote, that will be printed. So I am writing here percent d, and what is the percent d? I am going to write here asterisk p. Observe carefully, asterisk p. So it will print value, not address. Okay, let us find here what is the problem. See here, value is equal to 10, and now you tell me 10 is the value of n, not p, right? 10 is the value of n. Okay, so the pointer variable is deal with the memory addresses. Okay, by using pointer कैसे जा रहा है, उस एड्रेस एक्सेस कर रहा है, उस एड्रेस पे वो वैल्यू अवेलेबल है, ऐसे एक्सेस कर रहा है. दैट इज यूज ऑफ पॉइंटर वेरिएबल. Now you can remove this and I want to use this, so it will print here what? Address. You'll get the address. Okay, so pointer variable, so that is the use, that will deal with the memory addresses. Whenever you declare the any variable, memory allocated, ठीक है, memory will be allocated at particular variable. So चाहे वो integer रहो, character रहो, float रहो, कुछ भी रहो. Okay, what is the variable name? So memory will get allocated for this. The particular variable, this memory is allocated. Consider this address is something 0x okay, so value can be changed. okay, 10 है, 20 है, समथिंग है, कुछ भी वैल्यू ले सकते हैं. सो एड्रेस ऑफ दिस द 10 इज अवेलेबल. ओके, हाउ कैन राइट देन एड्रेस ऑफ n तो इज इक्वल टू 10 एंड n इज इक्वल टू सॉरी एड्रेस ऑफ 10. ओके, सो n दिस उस एड्रेस पे कौन सी वैल्यू है. ओके, सो एड्रेस ऑफ n सपोज क्या, सो एड्रेस ऑफ n दैट इज व्हाट, जो भी उसका एड्रेस है. Now I want to print n, so value is going to become print a 10. So address of n, whenever we are going to write this n variable, the address will be allocated. So address is static. एक बार वो allocate हो गया, हर एक वेरिएबल का एड्रेस डिफरेंट डिफरेंट रहता है. सपोज आपने लिखा यहाँ पे फ्लोट मार्क्स, सो वेरिएबल नेम कौन सा है यहाँ पे, मार्क्स. तो मार्क्स को यहाँ पे मेमोरी allocate हो जाएंगी, राइट. The memory will be allocated for this marks variable, and the memory address, something will be the memory address that is stored in the RAM, computer RAM में store होगा वो. It's a temporary storage memory. Okay, temporary storage. जब हम प्रोग्रामिंग देखेंगे मैं आपको बताऊंगा टेम्पररी स्टोरेज कैसा है, परमानेंट स्टोरेज कैसा है. ओके, जब हम फाइल्स पढ़ेंगे एट द एंड ऑफ द सी लैंग्वेज, देन वी आर गोइंग टू स्टोर आवर डेटा इनटू परमानेंट मेमोरी. मीन्स कंप्यूटर में हम डेटा स्टोर कैसे करेंगे, प्रोग्राम से सेकेंडरी मेमोरी में. ओके, so this is address. So the marks of student will be anything that will be changes. Okay, but the address will not be changed. Okay, this address not change. Okay, ये जो address है वो change नहीं होगा. That is a final. Once you declare the variable, this address is final. Once you declare this variable, this address is final. But value can be changed. That can be changed. Okay, value can be changed. ये value change होती रहेंगी. Right, this value can be changed. The same thing. Okay, once you declare this variable, address will be same. The value can be changed. Right. This is the use of pointers. By using the memory address, we can deal with the we can deal with the memory address using a pointers variable. So we have the separate chapter, we have the separate unit on the spider. We are going to see this one. Okay, in this pointer chapter. Right. Up to here clear. So 2 points are there remaining here, recursion and extensible. So that things we are going to see in the